sure your feet are pressing down onto your mat. We're going to come up into a nice seated position. We're going to do a cat-cow stretch here. So taking the hands onto the side of the legs, take a deep breath in. Feet are about hip distance apart. Always be mindful to keep that even pressure in both feet. Nice and tall up in your sit bones. Shoulders relax, lengthen out to the crown of the head. Inhaling in your center. Exhale as you roll back. Good. Rolling back, straightening the arms out, dropping the chin to chest. Take a deep breath in, scooping the belly button, lifting all the way up, and then push the chest forward, eye gaze up towards the ceiling. You'll feel it in the hamstrings and the hip flexors here. Deep breath in, exhale, drop your chin to chest, rolling back onto that sit bone, so rolling off them. Arms are lovely and straight, dropping the chin to the chest. Good. Relax the shoulders, deep breath in, exhale, scooping the abdominals as we roll up. When we're up nice and tall on those sit bones, widen those collarbones, eye gaze up to the ceiling. One more, inhale, exhale, rolling back. Good, you're rocking back onto that tailbone. My arms are lovely and long, chin to chest. Deep breath in, exhale, scooping the abdominals as we roll back up, nice and tall, up on your sit bones. Really, really nice. Take a deep breath in. We're going to roll down for the next one. We're going to stay down. So rolling all the way down. Keep rolling, sliding the hands along the legs, taking the head all the way down onto the mat. In here. Excellent. So we're going to come over, do some glute bridges, so more articulation through that spine. Again, feet hip distance. Bring them a little closer towards the sit bones for me. Reaching the fingertips down towards your ankle. Just roll the pelvis here first. So imagine that the hips are wheels. So I'm turning the wheels, pressing my lower back into the mat. So even if you imagine that you have a marble on your belly, so you're rolling the marble down towards your belly button. And then as you roll the pelvis forward, that marble is going to roll towards the pubic bone. Holding it here, deep breath in, exhale, rolling that marble down towards the belly button, and then releasing. Good. So just press that lower back into the mat and then rolling forward. You're creating that lovely arch between the mat and your lower spine. So just roll the pelvis, small movement here. Try and not do it in a block. Imagine that string of pearls for me. Pressing 1 pearl, 2 pearl, 3. Good. Rolling forward. Release 1, 2, 3. Good. Roll. Pressing that lower back into the mat. And then lifting. Good. One more as we press the lower back into the mat and then release. So we're in that lovely neutral arch. So you want your hip bones pointing up towards the ceiling. Fingertips reach down towards the mat. Take a deep breath in. Next one, as we roll, we're imprinting that lower back and now we're slowly taking the tailbone up off the mat. Rolling one vertebrae at a time. Knit the rib cage together. Squeeze the glutes, reaching through the knees. Good. Drop the chin to the chest. Get that lovely lengthening into the back. Holding it here, take a deep breath in. Then slowly, taking all the body weight into the left foot. Float your right foot up into the air. Try and straighten your foot from me, taking those tippy toes towards the ceiling. Holding it here, inhale at the top, exhale, keeping that leg straight. You're going to lower your foot down towards the mat. Don't touch the mat, and then lift up. You're tight in the hamstrings, you can bend the knee here and lift and lower. Good. Excellent. I want you to point the toe on the way down, flex your heel and drag your heel up as you come up. Point on the way down, flex the foot, lift. Point as we lower, flex the heel as we lift. 3, 2, keep the hips squared. Last one. Take both feet down. Stay up in your bridge for me. Squeeze the glutes. Check your alignment. Is the rib cage flaring? Knit it together. Deep breath in, taking that body weight into the left foot. As we reach or into the right foot, as we reach our left toes towards the ceiling. Hips are squared. Inhale at the top. Exhale as I point to lower. Flex your foot and lift. Point to lower. Flex to lift. Use your breath on the F. Good. Really stable through the upper body. Good control. Last 4. 3, 2. Last one. Both feet down. Squeeze the glutes, stay up for me. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, we're going to come straight down, tap your tailbone off the mat, and then come straight back up. Squeeze the glute. Tap the tailbone and lift. Tap and lift. Good. Squeeze those glutes. Reach those knees away. Good. Rib cage stays knitted together. Reaching through the fingertips. Good. Last 5. Last 2. Good. Last 1. Inhale, exhale. Stay up for me. Squeeze the glutes. Be mindful to have even pressure on both feet. And then taking your time, slowly roll down, 1 vertebrae at a time. I'm rolling upward. Good. Scooping the belly button down. Good. Middle back drops, lower back imprint. Tilt the pelvis so we're rolling into that lovely neutral spine again. Excellent. Holding it here, reach the fingertips down towards the ankle. Deep breath in. Lovely. Using that exhale, we're going to float the right knee into tabletop. Good. Inhaling again. Exhale, float the left knee to tabletop. Knees are directly stacked over the hips. Level 1s here, or anyone new to Pilates, roll the pelvis back so that your lower back is imprinted. My level 2s, challenge yourself and work with that little bit of a gap between the lower back and the mat. We're going to start with our toe taps. Inhaling. Lovely. Exhale. Keeping the head down, just tapping your right toe and lift. Tap left and lift. Tap. Slow and controlled. Good. Really scoop those lower abdominals. Good. Really stable in the torso. So there's no shaking, no movement in the upper body. Good. Keeping that lovely right angle in the leg as we tap our toes and lift. If it's too much, just don't have to go all the way down to the mat. Just drop the toe a little and lift. Good. And again, if you're feeling that niggle in the lower back, just roll the pelvis, take the knees a little closer towards the chest, and then imprinting the lower back, you can tap it. Good. If you're feeling up to today, keep that little bit of a neutral gap. The core has to work a little bit more harder to keep that support for the lower back and for the spine. Last 4. Good. 2. Last 1. Keeping the knees in tabletop. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, we're going to float the hand, floating the head up. Good. Lifting the shoulders up off the mat. Reaching through the fingertips, draw the belly button down. We're going to come into the 100. My level 1, stay in tabletop, tabletop. My level 2s, lengthen out, squeezing the legs together. Inhaling for 5 breaths. And exhaling for 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Like you're splashing water, pulsing those arms. Reach to the fingertips, looking down at the belly button. And again, my level 1, stay in tabletop. The core will work here. Pull the belly button down towards the mat. Good. Good. Use that exhale. Reach those fingertips. Good. Keep breathing. Lengthen through the toes. Lengthen through your fingertips. Good. Last 10. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here, then bring the knees into the chest, dropping the head down onto the mat. Good. Pulling the knees in towards your chest. Just rock your pelvis from side to side. Just imprinting that lower back into the mat and just releasing that tension. We're going to continue with core. We're going to work the obliques. So we're going to take a lovely inhale, using that exhale, floating the head and shoulders up again. Knees are in towards the chest. This time we're going to float the hands behind the head. I'm interlocking my fingers behind my head. Don't pull on the neck here. Just allow the head to relax down. Think of lifting the shoulder blades up, pressing the belly button down. Inhale. Lovely. As I exhale, I'm going to reach one heel away, and then I'm going to go opposite elbow to opposite knee, and then we're going to switch and switch. Good. Opposite elbow to opposite knee, and then reach away with the other toe, and switch and switch. Really good. Slow and controlled. Try not rock. We don't want to be rocking on the mat from side to side. Good. Switch. Exhale on the exhale. Good control. Last 10. 9. Halfway there. Good. 4, 3, 2. Last 1. Stay up there. Take the hands. Bring them onto that one knee that's brought into the chest. Take that foot up towards the ceiling. Grab onto the back of the calf or the back of the ankle. One foot reaches towards the ceiling. Other foot is lengthening out. We're going to go into scissors. Lift the head and shoulders up. Look down at that belly button. Pulling the leg in towards you. Inhale here. Exhale. Switch. Pulling in towards you. And switch. Good. Remember, no rocking from you, really stable. Lifting the head and shoulders up, switch, switch. Keep looking down at the belly button. Good. Grabbing onto the calf, the ankle, whatever's comfortable for you. If you can't have the legs straight, little bend in that knee. Switch. Last 10. 5. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees in and sink down. Good. Relax the shoulders and just roll the head really slowly from side to side. Just release the neck. Good. Roll for 2 more. Last one, just dropping the chin from right to left. Relax the shoulders and taking it back into the center. We're going to finish off with our double leg stretch. A little bit of core, then we'll give it a break. So deep breath in for me. Lovely exhale as I lift the head and shoulders up again, drawing the knees in towards the chest. Imagine your shoulder blades are melting down your back. Inhale here. Exhale as I take the feet away, take the hands overhead. Keep the head lifted, don't drop the head down. Circle the arms, draw the knees into the chest. Exhale, circle, circle, good. Reach, circle the arms, scooping the belly button in, lengthen. Last 10. Good. Last 5. Good. 4. Circling. 3. Good. 2. Almost there. Lengthen. Circle. Knees in and sink into the mat. Good. Taking both feet down onto the mat. Taking your fingers, interlocking them, and just pressing them down onto your belly button. Just rock your knees from side to side. Allow your glute to lift as the knees drop down right and left. Good. Just rocking the knees. And you're going to get that nice roll through the lower back as well. You're rolling that lower back into the mat. Excellent. Taking the knees back into the center. You're going to reach your feet all the way out, lengthening. Then just take the hands overhead and just do a nice body stretch. So allow the rib cage to flare here. For a change. Good. And then slowly just float the hands up towards the ceiling. So my wrists are nicely stacked in line with my shoulders. I'm going to take the feet about hip distance apart and I'm going to draw my toes back towards me. Get that lovely lengthening. So really lengthen out through your heel. Fingertips up towards the ceiling. Shoulder blades nice and relaxed. Don't allow the shoulders to sink up by the ears either. Allow them to relax all the way down. We're going to come into the roll up. My level ones, feel free to have the feet flat on the mat and use the thighs to help assist you up. My level twos, challenge yourself today. Draw the toes back towards you. We're inhaling to lift the head and shoulders up. Good. As we exhale, scoop the abdominal, rolling up. Good. We're going to reach as if we're reaching over a beach ball. So don't worry about hinging the hips forward and nearly dropping your forehead to the mat. Think of, again, lifting up out of your hips. Imagine there's a beach ball in front of you and just reach over that beach ball, lengthen through the crown of the head, and now we're going to roll back. Good. And same with my level 1, with the knees bent. Imagine that you're reaching over your knees and then rolling back down, rolling lower, middle, upper. Good. Fingertips up towards the ceiling. Use your breath here. Inhale. As I lift my head and shoulders, exhale, scoop and lift. Good. And we're reaching over that beach ball. Lovely spine stretch here. Lengthening through the crown of the head and then rolling back. Maybe you were level 1 last week. Maybe you're getting to level 2 now. Maybe if you were level 2 last week, and you're just not feeling it, take it to level 1, whatever feels good for you today. And my level 2 is try and draw those toes back towards you. Keep the heels glued to the mat. Use that inhale as we lift. Exhale to scoop and reach over that beach ball. Lengthen to the crown of the head. Don't bring the shoulders up by the ears here either. Just do 2 more for me. Slow and controlled. Inhale. Exhale to scoop. Lovely. Reach. Rolling. Last one. Breath in. Exhale. And reach over that beach ball. Lengthen the front of the head. And then slowly restack. Fabulous. We're going to come over to side lying. So I'm actually going to get you to lie on the back edge of your mat. So lie on the back edge of your mat. So your mat, most of your mat is going to actually be in front of you. Don't lie on the ground though. And this way. So you can take your head into your hands, or else you can relax your head down. So you go head in your hand, or else you can relax down and rest your ear down onto your arm. Okay, so think of your alignment. I want you to think of aligning your back on the back edge of the mat. And then we're actually going to take our feet forward to the corner of the mat. So I'm in a, I don't know what shape this is, where your toes are out in front of you. So you can actually see your toes, see your ankles, and you can see some of your legs. My body is lined along the back of my mat, and I just take my feet forward to that corner, front corner of the mat. Good. Alignment here. Think of keeping your shoulders and your hips stacked. But think of lifting up out of your waist as well. So don't switch everything off and just relax. Think of engaging through your waist. Good. Take a deep breath in. You take your hand onto your hip and you're slowly just going to lift that top leg just for 1 count, for 2 count, and then for 3. Good. Then we're going to lower all the way down to 1. Don't relax down. Hover at about hip height. Deep breath in. Exhale. Lift for 1. Lift for 2. Lift for 3. Hold it. Lower. Foot is at hip height. Don't switch off. Deep breath in. Exhale. Lift for 1. Lift for 2 and 3. And then lower. Good. Lift 1, 2, 3. Lower. And really think of lengthening. So think of trying to reach that top leg longer than your lower leg. So really lengthen. So we're getting that lovely length through that hip joint. Good. Lift for 1, 2, 3, and then lower down. Hover that foot at hip height. Good control. Lift 1, 2, 3. Lower. And we're really lengthening. So you're trying to lengthen that top leg. We're going to make it longer than the lower. 1, 2, 3. Lowering all the way down. Good. Have you switched off in your waist? Think of cinching in that corset. Still wrapping around your waist. Good. And lower. Last set here. Lift 1, 2, 3. Lower. Lengthen to the toe. Last one. Lift 1, 2, 3. And lower. Good. Holding it here. Keeping that foot at hip height. We're going to do little leg circles. The small circles. You're drawing a circle with that toe. Keeping the foot at hip height. Keep lengthening though. So really lengthen out. Keeping my toes at hip height as I lengthen for 3, 2, 1, and then we're going to draw a circle in the other direction. Lengthen through your toes for me. Good control. I'm really trying to stay stable in the hip. So I'm not swaying back and forth. Really stable in the hip. Even if it means drawing a smaller circle, do that. Good. Last 3, 2, 1. Stay at hip height. I want you to flex your foot. We're going to kick your heel all the way forward, point the toe and press back. As you press back, squeeze your glute. Good. Flex your foot, kick your heel forward, point the toe, reach behind you. Little squeeze on that glute. Flex, forward, point, reach. Good. Lovely control. Shoulders staying nice and stacked. Hips are lovely and stacked. Good. Squeeze on that glute. If you reach a little bit behind, don't worry about going really far and arching through the spine. Keep that stability in the upper body. My shoulders, hips are stacked. My waist is lifting. Good. Flex forward. Point to reach. Good. Don't take that tension into the neck and the shoulder. Naturally, you want to hinge up to really try and stabilize. Use your core, stabilize to the hips as well. Forward. Breath. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Hold it out in front, little pulses up. Last 8. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Bend it in and release. Good. Before going to the other side, come up onto your elbow for me. So we're going to have elbow directly stacked underneath your shoulder, knee stacked and ankle stacked. Lifting up out of that waist again. So we're not slouching down. Thinking of your alignment, lengthening that underbody, that harness, lifting me towards the ceiling. Hand on your hip, take a deep breath in. Then when you're ready, float your feet up off the mat. So feet are hovering off the mat. Take a deep breath in again. Using that exhale, take the knees nice and wide. Good. Squeeze the glute and then controlling it back. Again, don't switch off and relax down. Keep nice and stable as we open and close. Collarbones are lovely and wide. Hips are nice and stacked. Good. Knees together, taking it wide. Together. And lift. Good. My feet stay stacked, and then I'm just stacking the knees and opening. Squeeze that glute again here. Good. Last 5. And over. Good. 3. Last 2. Last 1. Hold it open for me. Stay open. Lifting to the waist. Collarbones are lovely and wide. Good. Holding it wide for 4. And 3. Good. 2. And drop the knees down. Good. Bring the feet in. Spin them around to the other side. I'm going to do the same on the other side. So alignment. Take your time. You might find your balance can be a little bit off on one side. But the obliques, if they're weaker, you'll find your balance will get thrown off there. So we're lining ourselves on the back edge of the mat. You can drop your ear down or take your head into your hand. Good. Then we're taking our toes to the front corner of the mat. Hips stacked. Don't drop down in that waist. Take the hand down in front. Good. Holding it here. Take a deep breath in. And then we're just lifting for 1, 2, 3. And then lowering down just to hip height. Lift 1, 2, 3. And lower. Good. That foot stays at hip height. Remember lengthen. You're trying to lengthen that top foot longer than the lower. Good. You're really trying to make that top leg feel really long. You're making the lower one feel shorter. Good. Remember, no tension into the neck and the shoulders. Lift 1, 2, 3. Lower down. Hold it at hip height. Lift 1, 2, 3. And lower. Inhale at the bottom, exhale as we lift for 3 and lower. Lovely control. Stay really stable in the hip. Has your pelvic floor dropped? Think of drawing up that pelvic floor. So I'm stopping that flow of water. My belly button is pulling back towards the spine. Lovely. Last 4. Lift 1, 2, 3. Lower. Last 2. Lift, lift, lift. Lower. Last 1. Good. Controlling it. Keep the foot down. Don't switch off. Lengthen the toes. Little circles here. Control it. No tension in the neck. Really nice. Good. And circle. Switch off the shoulders for me. 3, 2, 1. Opposite direction. Good control. Lengthen through the toes for me. Don't drop down that rib cage. Stay engaged through the rib. Shoulders stacked, hips stacked. Keep pointing the toes and lengthen. Remember that top leg, we're really trying to make it feel longer than that lower leg. 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. Flex your foot. Draw your heel forward. Point and reach. As I reach, I'm squeezing that glute. Good. And try and keep the upper body straight. So don't arch all the way back as we take that toe back. Kick forward and reach. Good. Heel presses ways, kick forward, point as you reach. Flex, heel forward, point the toe and reach. Good. Lovely control. Last 4. 3, 2. Last 1. Good. When you're ready, swing that foot forward. Little pulses up and up. Really working that outside glute muscle for 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up. Hold it. 4. Good. Press the heel away, draw the toes back. 3, 2, 1. Knees drop down. Draw the knees in. Help yourself up onto your elbow bent knee. Elbow directly underneath the shoulder. Feet hovering up, and then just taking the knee nice and wide, squeezing that glute as we control back. We're drawing the belly button, activating those abs as we take the knee wide, squeezing the glute. So working the abs and the glute here. Good. Release the tension in the neck. Imagine that harness lifting you up towards the ceiling, lengthening that under body. Last 5. Good. 4, 3. Last 2. 1 more. Take the knees wide and hold it. Good. Ankle stacked or heel stacked, I should say. Knees nice and wide. Lift up to the waist for me. Lengthen to the crown of the head. Hold it for 4. Draw the belly button back for 3. Lovely. 2 and 1. Good. Sink it down. Release that glute. Come over onto your back. But I'm going to get you to stay up on your elbows. So we're going to stay up on our elbows. We're going to have our palms facing towards each other. And we're going to have our feet bent out, hip distance apart, it's fine. And then have them not too close towards the hip. Have them at a 90-degree angle. Palms facing towards each other. Don't cinch down the upper body. Really strong. Collarbones nice and wide. Scooping the abdominals. Core engagement here to really control your center. We're going to slowly lift our right elbow up, reaching the hand out in front, controlling it back onto the mat. Breath in, exhale, reaching the left, controlling it back. What I want to do here naturally is to just lift and reach and center. Try and stay, try and stay really center, no movement in the torso. As we reach, take it back. Inhale, exhale as you reach. So really try and stay strong and stay centered. Good, control it. Remember, collarbones are lovely and wide. Draw the abdominal down. Reach, center. Try and square off in the pelvis as well. Last 5. 4, 3. Lovely. 2. Control the last 1. Take it all the way down and drop the head down. Lovely. Knees into the chest again and rock the pelvis from side to side, pressing that lower back. You feel that in the center back as well after that movement. Good. Just rock the pelvis from side to side. And then we're going to start to roll. So I want you to hook the knees in towards your chest. And just start to roll until you can rock yourself all the way up. We're going to do rolling like a ball today. So if anyone's new to Pilates, rolling like a ball is really, really good for spine mobility, coordination, and it's just fun to do, and it makes you feel like a child. So we're going to sit up nice and tall on our sit bone. For my level ones, you can keep the feet down just to give you that little bit of balance. When you feel confident, float the feet up off the mat, pointing your toes down towards the mat. My hands are just either side on my ankle. Collarbones are lovely and wide. The key is to keep the distance between the thighs and the chest, because you don't want to knee yourself into the chest and cause yourself an injury. So the key thing is to keep that distance. As I inhale, using my exhale, imagine I'm like a ball. I'm tucking my chin to the chest, rolling back onto my tailbone, and then lifting all the way up. If you can, lift up, keep the toes hovering, so it challenges your balance. Good. Inhale, collarbones wide. Exhale, chin to chest, looping the abdominal, and rolling up. Good. And you'll find some days it's impossible, other days you'll find, yeah, I'm really good at today. So it really is core engagement to help you lift back up. Then it's also a lot of balance to maintain your balance at the end. Also as well, maintaining that distance so we don't cause an injury, and dropping the chin to the chest a little bit, just to create that curveball so that you don't hit the back of the head. Just make sure there's nothing behind you there. So rolling back. Good. And if you find you're good with balance today, try to think of rolling back and keeping the spine really central. So think of rolling back on your spine. And your spine is really centered. So you want to even pressure either side of the vertebrae. Good. Rolling back to the center and lifting. Last 3. Good. 2. Last 1. Again, my level 1, you lose your balance. Or if you want to, just take the feet down. Lovely. Really, really good. We're going to come over onto our tummies. So I want you to spin the legs all the way around. We'll come up onto all fours first, and then we'll do a little bit of back. So we'll work our posterior chain. So anyone with wrist injuries, come down onto your forearms for me. Come up onto your onto your hands, all fours, wrists directly onto the shoulders for me. Good. Knees are hip distance apart. Your alignment here. Think of squaring off. So I'm not dropping my tummy. I'm not arching my back. Coming over onto all fours on my front, really lengthening. So press the mat away. My head is lengthening as well. The crown of the head is lengthening. Take a deep breath in. Working on our balance here. We're going to reach opposite hand, opposite leg away. I don't want the torso to move off. Don't reach and then rock. Think of your hips are squared, shoulders are squared. You've got tray of drinks on your lower back. And as you reach opposite hand, opposite leg away, you're balancing, not a direct drink falling out of those that tray in the back of your lower back. Or you can imagine a cup of tea and then rolling it back. Good. That cup of tea, as I reach, keep the pelvis really stable. Square those hips, square the shoulders, floating the hands back down onto the mat. Breath in. Pull the belly button up as we reach. Don't worry about taking it really high either. Just lengthen out through the fingertips and the toes, keeping them at shoulder and exhale, lengthen, control it. Use your core engagement as we stabilize. Good. And again, anyone who's down on their forearm, stabilizing as you reach and center. Reach. Good. Keep reaching. Good. Inhaling and using that exhale as we lengthen and last set as we reach right, controlling it back, reach left. Good. Controlling it all the way back. Really nice and good. Everyone, if you want to come down onto your forearms for me now, our forearms are going to be shoulder distance apart. Think of lifting up out of your belly button. So draw the belly button back. We're going to take all our body weight into our left knee, and then we're going to reach our right foot away. My leg is nice and straight. I'm tapping my toes down on the mat. Hands are shoulder distance apart. Collarbones are wide. Take a deep breath in. As I exhale, I want you to lift your foot up towards the ceiling, keeping that leg nice and straight. And then tap your toes down off the floor, and then lift, meeting that glute. So tap and lift. Draw the belly button in, don't allow that shoulder to come firm. Good, lift, tap. Good. Last 5 here. And good. 3. Squeeze the glute when you're up there. Last one, holding it here. Lengthening the toes. Now I want you to bend that knee, flexing the foot, and then pulse your heel up towards the ceiling. Pull. So like you're kicking the ceiling, squeezing the glute. Think of staying squared in the pelvis. Squeeze your glute. Be mindful to have even pressure in both forearms, bending the knee, heel pulses up. Last 8. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. Stay up. Lift a little higher for 4, 3, 2, 1. Both knees down. We're going to go straight into the opposite side. So lengthening out that left foot. Toes drop down onto the floor of the mat. Lifting your foot up and tap. Good. Tap and lift. Exhale as you lift. Keep the hips nice and square. Stable in the upper body. Eye gaze down at the mat. Last 5. Good. Last 2. Last 1. Hold it up. Lengthen through the toes. Bend to the knee. Flex the foot. Taking that heel to ceiling as you pulse up. Squeeze your glute. You're trying to kick your heel or put your heel off the ceiling. Good. Any shaking work through it. Draw the abdominals in and up. Heel to ceiling. Squeeze your glute. Last 8. Good. Last 4. And 3, 2, 1. Stay up for me. Hold it. 4. Lift a little higher. 3, 2, 1. Drop both knees down. Toes together. Take the knees a little bit wide and sink back into that lovely child stretch. Take a deep breath. Exhale as you sink into the mat. Good. Inhaling and exhaling to sink a little further. Good. Taking the hand onto the mat, you're going to tuck the toes. Take your tailbone up towards the ceiling and then just drop the head in between the hands. Then sink the heel down towards the floor. Get that lovely pipe stretch. You want to take the feet and the hands a little bit wider. Do just really push the tailbone back. Tailbone lifts towards the ceiling and press those heels down into the mat. Allow the head to hang. Good. Take a deep breath in. Then I want you to walk the hands out into your plank. Walk the hands out into plank. Good. Anyone with wrist injuries, you can come onto the fifth, or you can come down onto the forearm. Plank. Don't want your bum all the way up. You don't want your bum all the way down. Nice neutral spine. Toes are tucked to lengthen the heels. Press the shoulder blades together. Allow the shoulders to melt down your back. Good. Eye gaze just on the mat. Inhaling and exhaling. Hold your plank. Draw the belly button up. Hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the right knee. Drop the left knee. Holding it here. Bring the feet together. Then I'm going to get you to drop the hips forward. So drop your hips forward a little bit. Taking the hands a little bit more out in front. So you want a nice straight line from your shoulders toward your hips and your knees. So have a lovely straight line. Take a deep breath in. Then on your exhale, I want you to bend your elbows as if you want to touch your elbows off the mat and then press up. So like a press up, bend the elbow and press. Good. Bend and press. Anyone, if you're feeling it in the wrist, again, if you do have any injuries, just hold it, but hold it like a plank. Now my level 2s, drop the elbows back towards you and press. Good. Last 5. 4. Last 3. Keep elbows glued to the side. Last two. Last one. Lower, release all the way down. Take the hands out in front and lengthen through the toes for me. Good. Switch everything off here. Get that tension off the wrist. Take a deep breath in and just exhale to sink all the way into your mat. Really, really nice. Good. Inhaling, lengthening, we're going to come into our swimming. So, level one, you can just alternate lifting opposite hand, opposite leg, and lower, doing right and left. Just lifting and lowering. For level twos, we're going to go into full swimming. So, lengthen through your fingers and your toes. Imagine I'm grabbing on something, really pull it. Take a deep breath in. Then as you exhale, squeeze your glute, press your pubic bone into the mat, and lift that belly button up. So remember that blueberry underneath your belly button. Don't squash it. Good. Holding it here. Inhale into the rib cage, not the belly button. And then as you exhale, floating the hand, floating the feet up off the mat. And then we're alternating opposite hand, opposite foot as we swing. Level ones, just lift, alternating one hand, one foot. Or if you want, you can just lift just the upper body, so alternating hands, or just alternating feet. Whatever feels good for you today. Don't forget your breath. Big inhale and exhale. Good. Last 8. 7. Good. 4, 3, 2, and sink all the way down into the mat. Good. Take a deep breath in. Exhaling. Good. Drawing the hands in by your side. You're going to have the hands, fingertips where your cheekbones are. Take a deep breath in. We're just going to go into swan dive breath. Lower body is released, so allow the feet to relax down onto the mat. Inhaling again. Exhale as you press the floor away. Good. As we lift up, don't allow those shoulders to creep up. Rock them down. That lovely stretch with the lower lumbar spine. Go as far as you can. You don't want to feel that pinching. Even if you're here, just hold it. Inhale at the top, eye gaze ahead, and then slowly lower down. Switch everything off, release everything. Inhaling, exhale as you press the floor away again. Eye gaze straight ahead, relax the shoulders. Inhaling through the nose, exhale to release. Good, last two. Inhale, exhale as we press the floor away. Relaxing the shoulders, eye gaze straight ahead, lift the belly button, let them through the toes, but keep them glued to the floor. And then release. As you slowly release those glutes. Last one, inhaling, exhale as we press. Relaxing the shoulders, eye gaze straight ahead, inhaling at the top, exhale as you release. Good. Pressing yourself all the way up again. And come over to face the camera, and we'll do our nice mermaid stretch. And we'll do some roll down. So come over into a practice position. So drawing your heel in towards you, then taking your opposite heel behind you. Shuffle around, get nice and comfortable. Think of the shoulders being nice and squared. Try and keep your sit bones glute flat if you can. And maybe work on that. If you find you're maybe lifting on one glute, try and press that glute down into the floor. We're floating the hand out at a shoulder height, just like we did at the start of the class. Inhaling in the center, think of lengthening through the crown of the head. As you exhale, take the hand down as you reach over, lifting up out of the hips. Don't worry about reaching really, really far. Think of lifting up and lengthening. Taking it into the center, exhale and reach. We'll take it into the center and reach. Next one, I'm going to get you to hold it here. I want you to rotate your chest over towards the mat. Try and take both hands down onto the mat. If you can't, just float the hands, but try and square off the shoulders in line with your mat, getting that lovely rotation through the spine. Again, if you can, take the hands down onto the mat. One side will be easier than the other. Good. Then just floating the hand closer towards me, up towards the ceiling, just removing that rotation, taking it back to center. We're reaching. We're going to come over onto the other side. We're going to do the same. So holding it and then rotate. Taking both hands down onto the mat, trying to square off the chest in line with the mat. Just eye gaze down on the mat as well. Take a deep breath in. Relax the shoulders. Good. Taking the hand closely towards the camera, lifting up, removing that rotation, taking it back to center. We'll do one more either side with the rotation. Lift, reach, rotate. Both hands down on the mat. If they can't, float them up off the mat. Try and square off the shoulders in line with the mat. Good. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Good. Taking your hand down on the mat, and I'm taking my hand up towards the ceiling. Good. We're going to do the other side. Reach, rotate. Both hands down onto the mat. Square off the chest. Relax the shoulders. Taking the hand, floating it up just to remove the rotation. Taking it back to center. We're going to swap the legs around. So taking your other heel in front and releasing the other heel behind. Sitting up nice and tall on your sit bones. Try and get those sit bones down to the mat if you can. And we're going to float the arms out. We're going to float them out in front. So I need to take the hands up towards the ceiling. My palms are facing towards each other. Don't do this. Bring the shoulders down. Good. Take a deep breath in. As I exhale, we're going to reach forward, lengthening all the way out. Good. Just allow the tips of the fingers to touch off the floor. Drop the chin down, and then roll the hands, sliding the hands back towards you, keeping the chin towards the chest, and then taking the hands back and towards you. Inhale here. Exhale as I reach forward. Good. Taking the fingers down onto the mat, onto the floor, and slowly slide the hands towards you, keeping the chin towards the chest. When you're home, reach. Good. Eye gaze up towards the ceiling. Exhale as we reach forward, hinging forward. Good. My baby fingers are lying down on the floor. Then I'm gliding them towards me. Good. Lifting up, eye gaze to the ceiling, hinge forward. Good. Drop the head. Gliding those baby fingers back towards you. Good. Reaching, last two. Exhale, hinge. Slide back. Last one. Reach. Exhale to hinge. Allow the head to drop down. Sliding all the way back. Good. And then reaching up all the way up. Then just taking the hands down as if you're pressing your hands through sand, lengthening all the way down. Good. Then we're going to cross the feet in front. I'm going to just do a little bit of a seated cat-cow stretch here as well. So shoulders nice and relaxed. I'm going to turn to the side to see my spinal movement. So collarbones nice and wide. Inhaling the center. Exhale. Moving back. Dropping that chin to chest. Roll back onto your tailbone a little bit. Relax the shoulders. Kind of allow the shoulders to move over. Inhale as you exhale. Lifting up. Rocking onto the sit bone. Collarbones nice and wide. Eye gaze a little higher than just straight ahead. Relax the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, chin to chest, rolling back onto your tailbone, dropping that chin to chest, closing over the chest. Inhale, exhale, rocking up onto the sit. I open my chest, collarbones wide. I get a little higher. Good. Inhale at the top, exhale as we roll back. Good. Closing over that chin. Just getting that nice opening into the spine. Good. Breath in, use that exhale as we roll up onto the sit, opening the chest. And then slowly just release back to a nice neutral spine. Just help yourself up. So come up to standing for me. So taking your time. And we're going to come up to standing. We'll just do some roll down. So just like we were doing our roll up on the mat, we're going to do it standing. It's a lot easier on the core. Really work on articulating spine. So take your time. Feet are hip distance apart. Softly is to me reaching the hands down towards the feet. Eye gaze is straight ahead, shoulders squared up. Deep breath in. As you exhale, scoop the belly button back, rock your chin to chest, tuck your tailbone under. Now imagine you're peeling your spine off the wall behind you. You're just rolling, taking your time, upper back, middle, and lower. When you're at the bottom, keep soft knees, allow the head to hang. Take a deep breath in, and then on your exhale, walk your hands over to one side and square off your shoulders, just like we were in our mermaid breath. Allow the head to hang. Take a deep breath in, and then use your exhale to take your hands walking them to the other side. My head is hanging. Just get that nice rotation. Square off the shoulders. Take a deep breath in, and just exhale back to center. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale. As we scoop the abdominals, we're starting to restack. Slowly roll up. One vertebrae at a time. Shoulders nicely stacked. Roll the shoulders back, hands by your side. One more breath in. Exhale, chin to chest. You start to unflap the spine. You're tucking the tailbone under. Reaching for the foot. Good. This time when we're at the bottom, allow the head to hang. Soft knees. Hang out there. Then when you're ready, take opposite hands to opposite elbows. So my hands are on my elbows. My arms are crossed in front of me. And just allow the head to hang here. Allow the elbows just to hang in the air. And just switch off the shoulders. Take a deep breath in the center. As you exhale, sway those hips from right to left. Feel a stretch of calf muscles. Gentle reminder to keep that upper body just hanging out there, switch it off. Hips, shoulders. Use your breath. Nice inhale. And exhale. Wait for 3. Slow down 2. And 1. Taking the hips back to the center. Drop your hands to the floor and just allow the head to hang a little further. Take a deep inhale. Exhale to just sink with your on your next inhale, use your exhale to roll up again. Start to reset. Shoulders nice and flat. Beautiful. Lovely. Take a deep breath in. We're just going to do a little bit of movement to the neck. So really, really slowly now, don't rush it. Inhale in the center for me. And then as you exhale, just drop your ear over toward one shoulder. So keep both shoulders relaxed down. Bring them up to meet your ear. Take a deep breath in here. And just use your exhale, just to sink a little further into the side. Good. Really slowly draw back to center. Inhale in the center. Exhale, slowly take it to the other side. Good. Both shoulders are relaxed. You feel the stretch into your trapezius. Good. Inhale. When we're ready, exhale to sink a little further. Hold it. Slowly draw back into center. We're going to stick our bum all the way out. Stick the feet a little bit wider for me. I'll just like sticking the bum all the way out. We're going to swing the hands down, circling them around, kicking them up towards the feet. Breath in, exhale, sticking the bum out. Good. Exhaling. Last 2. Good. On your last one, you're going to swing all the way down, sticking the tailbone out. You're going to come all the way up, keeping the hands up towards the ceiling. You're going to interlock your fingers, palms to the ceiling,